Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashem Rakakathas, Rakathan. Peace and blessing to the whole for left, 144 and the rest of 1/3. All apostles, elders, and bishops, Malachi, Ruel, and Specklebird, and the true Akwaf. We got the Levites, who are big in voodoo, trash, gangs, violence, destruction, all types of filth. Extortion. You got the nerve to come to the land, Babylon, garbage. You say that you built it and all this, and Judah is trash, and Judah is lazy, Judah is violent, Judah is this, Judah is that, Judah. Everything is bad about Judah. But look at you, Levites, you Pharisees. Yeah, look at you. Big time garbage. You scared to go back to Haiti, huh? So-called Haiti. Trash all over the place. You can't come together to do right. Pick up the trash, the whole nine. Why would you even throw trash on the ground? The governments are always crooked, psychotic, and retarded, and lunatics, kissing the Edomites behind here in America, Babylon. But you got the nerve to talk about Judah when you're the pure garbage yourself. Okay? Violence all through the land of Haiti. Women are not safe. Children are not safe. Not even men. And it's ridiculous. But you got the nerve to come over here and talk your nonsense. Matthew 23:13. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes. See, the Lord is talking to these suckers. Yahushua is talking to these suckers. 14. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees. Hypocrites, for you compass sea and land to make one proselyte. And when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. What? You make him twofold more, okay? Twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. So it shows you what they're about. And it shows today what they're about. Now they're trying to run a Canada. Trying to run a Canada. For what? You just like them Amalekites trying to run all over the goddamn earth. Next, you're going to be trying to hit the space. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte. And when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Woe unto you, you blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. See? You walk around here with your head high, with your voodoo, and what else? What else? Probably eating all types of garbage. We know you eat seafood like hell, because I've seen you plenty of times in Miami eating seafood. So never know what else you eat. Possum, snakehead, alligator lips, rhino neck, horse face, whatever you be cooking. Because the majority of stuff you cook stink. You know what I'm saying? Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater the gold of the temple, the gold, or the temple that sanctifieth the gold. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater the gold or the temple that sanctifieth the gold. It's ridiculous, man. I can't wait to get the hell up out of this damn earthly garbage. Say it again. Ye fools and blind. For whether is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctifies the gold. Yep. So your time is up, man. You Levites or something else, man. You'll be all right in the kingdom. But first you gotta get what you are going to get on this side, the recompense. You gotta get it. Okay, because you're wicked as hell. Now peep this.
We know that Donald Trump just revoked TPS through the Supreme Court. And the Haitians are very upset with us. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Why so much smoke for us, but not for Donald Trump? I mean, it's white people doing this stuff to you. It's not us.
Because they love that Edomite. Okay? They went off and paid the Edomite after they took him out. Okay? When France say, pay for our property, they went on and paid. What property? You mean the slaves? You know? But you paid anyway. And you still act like you walk around here thinking you all that. And you love this devil. You love this devil real strong. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it so many times. Even in Pittsburgh, here in dirty DC, Miami. You love this devil. Yeah.
So I was looking at some of the things they were saying. Do you know these Haitians believe they built America? Y'all, Haiti is not even built. It makes no sense. If your homeland is not built, how did you build America, which is a much bigger country than Haiti? And I just want to read something that will prove these folks did not build America. Number one, they have not even been here as long as we have.
True.
Number two, it's less than 1 million of them in the land. So how did they build all 50 states? You know? So let me share my screen because I want to really get into what I'm about to show y'all. Hold on one second. And then we'll get into the videos. So let me show you this. Okay, so I went and looked for certain things about Haiti, and it brought me here. Now, this comes out of Haiti, the Council on Foreign Relations. All right, so let's talk about what they claim they build. So my question was, does Haiti clean up after natural disasters? And do they rebuild the island after natural disasters? And we know things have occurred. They've had hurricanes, they've had floods, they had earthquakes. So what do they do after? So according to the Council on Foreign Relations, this is what they said. Haiti struggles to clean up after natural disasters due to extreme poverty, systemic government weakness, and ongoing gang violence. Without enough money or strong leadership, the country is often unable to rebuild or remove trash before the next disaster hit. And this is coming directly out of Haiti, y'all. This is coming directly out of Haiti. So they are admitting that after a natural disaster hits Haiti, they have an inability to rebuild their country. They can't even clean up the debris that's left from a natural disaster. Now, keeping that in mind, how did you build this country? You don't even rebuild. This is proof that they don't even rebuild the country they come out of. So there's no damn way they built this country. Common sense would tell you you would build your own nation before you build someone else's country. So,
And the reason why you're going through this, Levites, because what you did against Yahweh Shai. That's right. Right there on that PRE. That's right. All the crap you did against Yahweh Shai. Try to go against them, looking for them to cause drama, mischief, debauchery, everything. Yeah. And to this day, you still a bunch of arrogant nuts. Into your voodoo worshiping, all your witchcraft, your all your nonsense of the devil, all your all your worshiping of idols, all types of crap. Salaki. Yeah. You still on it to this day. It's ridiculous.
whenever natural disasters hit, y'all, they leave the shit right there on the ground. Okay? They leave it right on the ground. They don't even clean it up.
Look, they throw trash on the ground. That's how nasty and dirty they are. And Little River area where I used to live in Miami, they call it Little Haiti area, and they try to keep it dirty. It stinks, but now they done built up the whole nine, a lot of that around there. You know what I'm saying? But it's still, you know what I'm saying, around their parts, it stinks. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't take baths, they don't brush their mouth right. You know what I'm saying? They just walk around smelling like funk. Don't know how to drive, crash into your car, the whole nine. Yeah, right there, Little River. You know what I'm saying? They call it Little Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Little Haiti? Nah, you mean Little Voodoo? Yeah, whatever. Here we go, this goddamn nonsense. This devil with these goddamn commercials.
But they want us to believe we can't live without them. I'm serious. I've even heard them say this on video. Y'all can't live without us. I didn't realize our history had them attached to it. Boy, the falsehoods these folks believe. Now, that ain't it.
That's the reason why they went hunting for Yahweh Shai. Because they like to attach themselves to people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So instead of coming to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, understanding the truth, getting that truth, absorbing that truth, that goodness from Yahweh Shai, you came against Yahweh Shai. Okay? You hunt for people. Okay? You search for people just to bring your nonsense and your lies towards them. Just like in Little Haiti, so-called, right there in Miami. Don't ever trust Levites. Okay? Because 99% of the time, they're wicked and evil. Not even that. I say 99% of the time. Yeah.
Let me finish what the Council on Foreign Relations said. Let me finish. Several major challenges block recovery and cleanup efforts. So not only do they not rebuild, they don't even clean up after natural disasters. Extreme poverty. As the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, Haiti lacks the funds to invest in proper waste management or build strong, safe structures. So they're not building their country, and they didn't build nothing over here. These folks are not builders. They're not.
They're users, okay? Extractors, okay? They use. That's all they do. They don't build a goddamn thing, okay? They build ignorance, deceit, lies, filth, hate the light-skinned man who was an Israelite, okay? Hate the light-skinned man like a missing. Light brown man, you know what I'm saying? The mellow man. Hate us like a missing. Yeah. But we're Israelites. But you think you're better with your mama zumaze, bulu bulu bull crap? Yeah.
Violence. Armed gangs controlled large parts of the capital, Port-au-Prince, which stopped workers from clearing roads and delivering supplies. Again, y'all, this info is coming straight out of Haiti. It's not coming from some different source. Too many disasters. Earthquakes, floods, and hurricanes happen often. This gives the country no time to rebuild before a new disaster strikes. Weak government, political instability, and corruption make it hard for the government to organize large cleanup projects. So they can't put together a team of people that will clean up the islands.
You see how unorganized you are? You can't even put a team together. You can't even put a goddamn team together to clean up the damn island. Why? Because y'all all upstairs. Yeah, you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? You can't come together. It's so easy. It's so easy. But you can't. Because you're wicked as all hell. And upstairs.
Because of corruption and political instability. So they can't put projects together to clean up the island. Environmental damage. The widespread loss of trees.
Ridiculous.
Makes the land wash away easily during heavy rains, causing constant mudslides and debris. When disasters happen, the country often have to rely on outside help from global groups to provide basic, like clean water and medical care. You can learn more, and it just tells you to go to World Vision page, which gives you more information. So they've got to depend on outsiders to come in there and help them with having clean water and medical care.
If you sit on the toilet, bear down.
Yeah, man. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord has to take that place out. It's filthy as all hell.
But they are claiming they built America. The Haitians that are here on this.
The place is dirty. Not the whole place, but where the concrete is at, filthy. Man, they walking over trash in the water. Why do you have trash in the water? You're ridiculous.
This land right now are claiming they have built America, y'all. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Well, I can understand with natural disasters, it's probably hard to have trees. If you have earthquake.
I remember the Cece, Haitian in Pittsburgh, tried to go against me for the Edomite. You know what I'm saying? She called the Edomite boss. Hey, boss, how you do today, boss? Yeah, boss. But try to go against me. A brother, an Israelite. Yeah. But she told her, hey, how you doing, boss? Kissing his behind like Obi-Wan Kenobi on crack. Yeah.
That's going to topple a lot of the trees. If you have a hurricane, you know how the hurricane will completely uproot trees. Even big trees that have been there for probably almost 100 years can get uprooted by a hurricane. So I can see how it would be hard, and trees also get washed away in floods. So being that those type of disasters happen in Haiti, I can see how it would be hard to have trees or replant trees. It would kind of be counterproductive at this point. So y'all, the next time they claim they have built America, because that's what they're claiming. They're claiming they built this country. You can let them know they didn't even build their own country. And according to information coming directly from Haiti, they don't even have the ability to clean up after a natural disaster and rebuild. So there you go.
Damn shame.
There you go, y'all. So Let's get into some of the videos. Now that these folks know that ICE is on their tail, many of them are fleeing to Canada. Canada is reporting a big influx of Haitians showing up at their borders. So there you see, you know what this proves, y'all? They still ain't trying to go home. They will go anywhere but back to Haiti. And this is proof of that. And you know, why don't they just go back to Haiti?
Yes.
No, they're trying to get into Canada now. That's the new thing they are doing. They are.
But always talking about, oh, Judah, you're trash. You ain't nothing. You this and that. Always talking about the light skinned man. Oh, you trash. You ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Light skinned nigga, all that nonsense. Well, light skinned men come from Latino men also, and so-called Native men, so-called Latino, you know what I'm saying, and so-called black. You know what I'm saying? Those three. Yeah. So-called black, Latino, and Native. Indian. Okay? But you got something against us though. Big time. Oh yeah, they can't stand that light-skinned man. Oh, you bad, light-skinned man. You bad.
Piling up at the Canadian border, but not going home to their homeland. I'm just saying. Okay, now they do have a Caribbean area up in Canada. They do. You know, they've been there for quite some time. So this is not anything new. All right, let me find, where's that video I had? Here it is. Okay. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. But you know what? These folks don't want to go back to Haiti. We already know that. Many of them that are here, and you know, temporarily, some have been here more than 20 years, y'all, on TPS. They ain't trying to go back to no Haiti. You know, no matter how much they keep talking about culture and this and that, they ain't trying to go back to that place. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the ones.
Yeah, they ain't trying to go back.
Were you recently injured in a car accident?
You know what I'm saying? They ain't damn commercials, man. They ain't trying to go back.
After a U.S. Supreme Court 6-3 decision on Thursday, the lives of an estimated 350,000 Haitian immigrants now hang in limbo.
I have lots of my close family members that are TPS holders, and they're depending on this because they have kids to feed, and they've been in the U.S. for a long time.
White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller called the ruling a victory 10 years in the making, saying it will allow the government to remove Haitian migrants who have remained in the United States under TPS.
If you no longer have status in this country, then you're supposed to be deported.
Temporary protected status was created in the early 1990s.
Edomite, you don't have status in this country. What the hell are you talking about?
The Trump administration has long argued that TPS has been misused by successive administrations. In Montreal, where there is a large Haitian community, advocates aren't surprised with the Supreme Court decision.
We saw it coming, and already people that didn't trust Mr. Trump, even though it was appealed, were coming to.
You Edomites need to go back into them 16 heathens. For real.
Canada, and we saw it from towards 2024 on.
France Andre, spokesperson for the Action Committee for People Without Status, says he's already aware of several Haitians heading north to Canada.
I've had calls prior to the decision of the Supreme Court, but since then, every day I'm getting calls.
The new arrivals will be eligible to submit asylum claims if they have close family members in the country through the Safe Country Agreement. However, most asylum seekers must apply for refugee status in the first of the two countries they enter, preventing most people who are already in the U.S. from making a claim in Canada.
it should be voided because the state's no longer a safe country for millions of people.
Cause fears desperate Haitians will continue to try to reach Canada despite their low chances of success, saying many feel returning to Haiti would be even more dangerous. Elizabeth Ogalis, Global News, Montreal.
There is a remarkable scene playing out. Thousands of people are fleeing the United States. Fearful the Trump administration is going to send them back to their countries of origin, thousands of immigrants are crossing into Canada in hopes of asylum.
From Haiti? Are the kids American citizens or?
Jean has been living without legal status in New Jersey for the last 17 years. She says since the election, she's been living with a terrible anxiety.
There were tears for me because since I was crying, she was crying too. Because it's a life changing for me. This is all I know. US, from my young age to now. That's all I know. So I don't know what's waiting for me over there.
Making the situation even harder, Jean's husband is staying in the US for now.
But it's just, I kind of wanted to stay there because I lived there for like my whole life. Yeah, so then I was born in the same house. I never moved, and now here we are.
Through word of mouth and social media, thousands of immigrants have heard of the Roxham Road crossing. If they cross into Canada at a legal border crossing, they will be returned to the US, or if they cross illegally and are arrested,
They're walking like a missy, all across the roads, got bags in their hands, the whole nine. You know, ridiculous. But you went against your house shot with your ignorance and your bone-chilling garbage. Idol worshippers.
claim asylum.
So you're going to be arrested, bro.
24 hours a day, taxi after taxi arrives full of people. 10-year-old Lena Junga and her mother are originally from the war-torn Democratic Republic of Congo. They hope to find a better life in America, but now feel Canada is their best hope.
In Trump's country, he wants to put us back to our country, so we don't want that to happen to us. So we actually want a good life for us. And
oh, you ain't trying to go back to Congo, huh? But you come over here talking your mess. See, the Lord taking you you wicked bastards down strong. The Lord is taking you out, taking you down. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Time is up. All you two-legged ones, the animals are attacking you now. Thank you, animals. Thank you, Lord. The Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The animals are tired. They are tired, especially of you Edomites. The animals like, look here, big baby. You got to go. Yeah.
my mother want a good life for me.
People from all over the world are coming to Roxham Road, but in recent weeks, it's mostly been immigrants from Haiti. Many Haitians were granted temporary protective status after earthquakes in 2010 devastated the country, killing over...
Say that again.
If this doesn't work for you...
You got say it again. Say it again, big baby. Oh, yeah.
So we actually want a good life for us, and my mother want a good life for me.
People from all over the world are coming to Roxham Road, but in recent weeks, it's mostly been immigrants from Haiti. Many Haitians were granted temporary protective status after earthquakes in 2010 devastated the country, killing over 100,000 people. The Trump administration has signaled it will end the status, leaving nearly 60,000 Haitians in fear of being deported. The U.S. Border Patrol says most of the people crossing either have temporary legal status or in the U.S. on a tourist visa, so they can't legally stop them, leaving the Canadians to shoulder the load.
If they encounter something suspicious in Canada that they think may be a smuggling attempt into the U.S., we rely on them to let us know. But if they're all here at the Roxham Road, they can't do that anymore. It hurts us.
On the other side of the border, Canadian Member of Parliament Brenda Shanahan says she is proud of how her country is handling the situation, but worries the people crossing aren't getting the full story.
It's not a free ticket for refugee status, not at all.
And we would actually like to make that very clear, that regardless of what people are reading on social media and so on, crossing the border here does not guarantee an automatic entry.
After crossing into Canada, immigrants are taken to the Olympic Stadium in Montreal until they can find a place to stay or until a decision is reached on their asylum request. It's unclear how long Canada will keep the crossing open, but unless something changes, it's hard to see an end to the flood of people looking for hope at the end of Roxham Road. David Martin, The Associated Press.
Did you know Canada's second biggest city has more Caribbean vibes than some actual Caribbean islands? Montreal is home to over 100,000 Haitians, making it one of North America's largest Haitian communities. Walk down Saint Laurent Boulevard, and you'll smell griot and plantains cooking in authentic restaurants. Visit Little Haiti during summer festivals, and you'll hear Creole music echoing through the streets. The community brought their culture, food, and spirit with them, creating a tropical paradise in the middle of French Canada that feels more like Port-au-Prince than Quebec.
Ooh, wow. Whoopity-doo. Man.
Okay, y'all. So they are headed to Canada to try to avoid ICE and deportation. And
But guess what? You won't be avoiding those ICBMs. You won't be avoiding that martial law, Jacob's trouble. Yeah. Yeah.
really stepped up right after the Supreme Court ruling to revoke TPS. So as soon as it was revoked, Canada noticed an immediate influx of Haitians. And you see that they're taking taxis to get to certain points. And then they're walking the rest of the way to get across the border with their luggage. So that's what they're doing. Now, will they all get away? No, because I'm sure some of them are not in any position to run anywhere. You know, these people ain't coming here and getting rich. I know they try to talk to us like they are just doing so much better than us. And I mean, for some reason, all of these immigrants believe that, even the ones that come over here with nothing but an elementary school education.
Man, in Little River, so-called Little Haiti, I can't even say the goddamn thing right. You know what I'm saying? My ears all stuffed up. But Little River, aka Little Haiti, in Miami, man, you should see them. I mean, the food is good depending on where you go. You know what I'm saying? But the smell and the funk, you be like, God damn, nigga, what is you cooking? For real. Not even that, all the dirt and the filth. You know what I'm saying? It's clean, but the smell of their bodies, their homes, what they're cooking outside their homes, you know, you can smell it coming out some of them damn restaurants. You be like, man, what are you cooking, man? For real.
They seem to take on this notion that they are doing way better than us, and it's not true. Remember, we got a $1.8 trillion spending power. That means the majority of us are working. That's where the money is coming from. Okay? So if the majority of us are working or have businesses, then how are we poor and on welfare and living in the projects with $1.8 trillion spending power? That doesn't make any sense.
You won't come together.
And no, that right there proves they're not doing better than us, y'all. Get real.
You won't come together, that's why. 1.8 trillion should have been had a lot of stuff. Mainly got the hell up out of this goddamn nasty ass country. You know what I'm saying? All that money. But see, Judah don't want to come together neither at all. The only time Judah come together is to party, do something wicked, and kiss behind to the Edomite. That's it.
So they can believe whatever they want, but the bottom line is, who's fleeing? It's not us. Who's got to look over their shoulder to see if ICE agents are around? You know, so y'all, please shut up. Shut up and just leave. Just leave. But it just goes to show you, even they don't want to go back to Haiti. In order for them to be fleeing in large numbers to Canada, they don't, right there is proof they don't want to go back to no Haiti. So, Jay Cage, 6422, thank you so much for the super chat. Peace, Lisa and fam. It's literally FBA versus the world. Yes, it is. And the world through and through hate us. And we haven't done nothing to all of these damn people. We didn't do nothing to them. Come on now. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. And be on the lookout for my next live. I might have just one more. It is, when I tell y'all it's hot, it's almost 90. It's over 90 degrees and it's only 12. And we're going to reach 105.
We need that.
I believe like around 4 or 5 o'clock.
110 be good.
Man, these days are treacherous.
You might
but
handle that.
We'll get through it. It is what it is, right? Have a wonderful afternoon, y'all. Shalom, family.
Yeah, 105, 110. Edomites cannot handle that at all. It's a wrap for them. But yeah, you Levites, yeah, what you did against Yahweh Shai, yeah, big baby. Now Yahweh Shai doing to you. That's right. Because it's a wrap for you. Until the next one. Until the next one. Ooh, yeah.